going to be doing a hairstyle on our mannequin, and I'm going to start by sectioning out a small piece of hair here, kind of just along her hairline. With the rest of this hair, I'm just going to put it in a temporary ponytail to keep it out of my way. With this section, I'm going to be making a lace braid, and I'm going to make it very tiny. So I'm going to take small strands as I'm working my way down. You can make a French braid or a Dutch braid with this hair. It doesn't really matter. I'm going to be making a French braid, so I'm splitting that into 3, and I'm bringing the outside strands over the middle strand. And then, as I mentioned, this is going to be a lace braid, so I'm not going to be bringing in any hair from the back side of this braid, just the front side. And I've found that it's easier to use my comb when I'm taking tiny sections like this. It just makes it more precise. Here on the back side of the braid, I'm going to be removing a strand every time, so I'm just going to split that little piece in half and fold that over and then leave one half out. Here again in the front, I'm adding. And then again in the back, I'm removing a piece. So I'm just going to continue that until I've used up all of the hair in this section. I'm basically going down a little bit past her ear. All of that hair above her ear, I'm just going to make a regular braid down a couple of inches and we'll tie that off. Now at this point, what you'll want to do is count all of these little strands that you took out. I ended up with 15 strands total, so I'm going to make 3 sections with 5 sections in each one. If you end up with an amount of strands that you can't divide evenly by 3, you may just have to split it so that you have one less in one section, and it's really not going to make that big of a difference. So what I'm going to do is take the first 5 strands. I'm going to add an elastic to these strands, and I'm trying to make it kind of in the middle of this section, so about right here. So now I'm going to take the rest of these and just do the exact same thing. The first half of that done, I'm just going to put these little ponytails out of the way, and I'm going to make a section here right beneath it that is smooth. So you'll just want to comb that hair down until you feel like it's smooth. You may want to add some pomade or gel to that, and then I'm going to come back about 1.5 inches, and I'm just going to make another part along the back of it. Tight and smooth, I'm just going to add another elastic here at the base of that section. Now we're going to make one last part line back here, and you want to make this section about the same thickness as you did this one up here. It doesn't have to be perfect, but that's going to keep your braids more uniform looking. And then again, I'm just going to tie this extra hair out of the way. Okay, with this section of hair, we're going to be doing the exact same thing as we did with these braids up front, except for instead of removing a strand each time, we're going to be adding a strand in each time. So again, you're going to want to take tiny strands as you're making this braid. You want to bring them in about the same size as you did over here. So I'm starting with the 3 sections, and I'm bringing the outside strands over the middle strand. And then I'm going to be bringing in pieces here on this side of the braid. So you're always adding from her scalp on the left side of the braid, and then you're adding from these little ponytails on the right side of the braid. If you can see that these little sections are kind of going crooked, you can add or subtract as many strands as you need to do. Like I did 5 over here, I'm only going to do 4 here because I don't want it slanting too far down this way. Now that I'm done with this section, I'm going to start adding in from the next one. And then you'll just continue that until you get to the bottom. So again, I'm just going to tie this off temporarily so that we can finish the hairstyle. Now I'm just going to take everything that I have over on this side and combine it into one elastic. So I'm taking both braids as well as the smoothed down piece, and I'm just going to tie it all together. All right, here's how it looks like from the front. Now at this point, you can really finish it however you want. You can pull the hair around and make a side ponytail, or you could make a bun here or some kind of a braid. I'm just going to brush everything over, and as I'm doing that, I'm kind of bringing the hair over this part line here so that it doesn't show up quite so much. I'm just going to leave this as a side ponytail, and then I'm just going to take a small section of hair and wrap that around the elastic to cover it. Okay, here's the finished style. I think it turned out really cute. The other thing you could do is add a bead at each of these elastics or a little jewel if you wanted to dress it up.